Are you guys ready for what might be like the greatest plot twist of all time? Guys, if what I'm going to talk about in this video happens, first, it would be hilarious. Second, it would just like make 2020 the best year ever. Now, I want to be realistic. I don't know that I actually think the idea that I'm about to put forth is going to happen, but listen, man, we can play pretend, we can play make-believe in this scenario. So, where we have to start with this idea is the movie I Am Legend. I think it was also a book too, but I didn't read the book. I saw the movie. Now, this is an older movie by, like, you know, today's standards. It came out in 2007. Now, if you have not seen this movie and you really are going to be annoyed and I release spoilers for a 13-year-old movie, then you should stop watching this video right now or fast forward over this particular portion of the video. I Am Legend is an American post-apocalyptic action thriller film, and we have to remind ourselves of the plot because I'm going to be honest, I hadn't seen this movie in a minute, so I had to remind myself of the intricacies of it. So I went to what is usually not a good source of information, but is probably adequate for our purposes here today, Wikipedia. In 2009, now remember this came out in 2007, so it's like in the future. 2009 is in the future for our purposes. In 2009, a genetically re-engineered measles virus, originally created as a cure for cancer, turns lethal. The virus kills 90%, 5.4 billion out of 6 billion of the world's population, and turns 9.8%, 588 million, into vampiric albino zombie-like cannibalistic mutants called Darkseekers, who are extremely vulnerable to ultraviolet rays in sunlight. The remaining 0.2%, about 12 million people of the population, are immune to the virus and are the prey of the mutant Darkseekers. 3 years after the outbreak, Will Smith, who plays U.S. Army virologist Lieutenant Colonel Robert Neville, lives an isolated life in the deserted ruins of Manhattan, unsure if any other uninfected humans are left. Neville's daily routine includes experimenting on infected rats to find a cure for the virus, searching for food and supplies, and waiting each day for any immune humans who might respond to his continuous recorded radio messages, which instruct them to meet midday at the South Street Seaport, blah, blah, blah. He has flashbacks, there's all sorts of stuff going on. So what ends up happening is that Will Smith ends up experimenting on himself because Will Smith is one of the 0.2% of humans that were immune to this virus in the first place. And what he ends up doing is using his own blood to concoct a cure for the virus, and then he makes his way and finds a commune of like humans, I believe that were like in Vermont or something, and he starts like, you know, using his efforts to save humanity. Okay, that's basically the plot. There's more details to that, but that's what we're gonna go with for right now. Will Smith uses his own blood to come up with a cure for a mutant virus that has taken over the world to save humanity. Now, fast forward to today, and we have just learned that Donald Trump has developed antibodies to COVID. This is in the epic times. Trump has developed CCP virus antibodies, according to the White House doctor. Guys, I'm just saying, are we ready for a I can't believe I'm even suggesting this is a reality, but let's just go down this path for a second. Are we ready for an alternate reality in which Donald Trump's blood is used to create a cure for COVID? Oh my god. Dude, it would be spectacular. Have you guys seen how crazy the media's gone in the last 4 days? Like, can you imagine? Let's just live in this beautiful potential reality for a second. Can you imagine a reality in which they use Donald Trump's blood to concoct a cure for the virus? This would be like the best thing that has ever happened in the history of anything. It would make 2020 completely worth it. Donald Trump would win re-election in a landslide. He would be deemed a hero. He'd probably get he would definitely get that Nobel Peace Prize. You know that. Like, it would be amazing if Donald Trump's blood was actually used to save humanity. From the coronavirus. I mean, come on. Okay, so to be serious for a second, I don't think actually any of that's going to happen. There are obviously people already alive on this planet that have the antibodies to the virus. They've already been able to experiment with this. I'm sure Donald Trump Although it might sometimes seem like he has super bionic blood, I'm sure he actually doesn't in real life. So no YouTube, this video doesn't need to be fact checked. I'm just having fun, relax. But guys, let's read this story because Trump has actually had a really triumphant recovery. Trump has developed CCP virus antibodies, which is what the Epoch Times uses for coronavirus. President Donald Trump's White House physicians said in a memo Wednesday that the president has been free of symptoms for a full day and that his blood tests show the presence of antibodies for SARS, COVID, you know what it is, the scientific name for COVID. Of note today, the president's labs demonstrated detectable levels of antibodies from labs drawn on Monday. Trump recovered from this so quickly, it's freaking insane. Dr. Sean P. Conley wrote, the presence of antibodies means Trump's immune system has been fighting the virus, although more tests would be needed to determine if the president remains infected, or infectious, I should say. Trump, in a tweet on Monday after returning to the White House from Walter Reed Army Medical Center, suggested he may have developed immunity to the virus, now saying, now I'm better, and maybe I'm immune. And I'm gonna say this too. I think these speeches that Trump has been doing have been absolutely brilliant. He's come across as so human and relatable and even vulnerable, but now he's like back in the White House. He like wasn't out for that long. He has bounced back. Trump is obviously feeling good. Like he looks really, really good. He's feeling very spry. I was surprised he didn't slide down the railing when he left the hospital the other day. That would just been, it would have been amazing. Media would have been like, Connolly added in the memo that Trump told him this morning that he feels great. A physical exam of the president shows that his vital signs, including oxygen saturation and respiratory rate, are stable and within normal range. He's now been fever-free for more than 4 days, symptom-free over 24 hours, and has not needed nor received any supplemental oxygen since initial hospitalization. Having the antibody against COVID is a good sign that his body is able to mount effective immune responses against the virus. It is not clear whether the antibodies detected are neutralizing antibodies or not. Meanwhile, the antibody titer, I have no idea, I'm probably going to get censored for that, is not revealed to the public. So it is not clear whether the protection level is strong enough. But overall, it's a good sign towards recovery, says Sean Lin, former lab director of viral disease branch at Walter Reed Army Institute of Research. So listen, man, even if Trump can't cure the world, he still seems to be absolutely fine. And of course, this is like gonna piss off all of the media. Trump is back. He's better than ever. They were like, he's just trying to get out of the debates. Oh my God. Like, Trump is gonna be awesome at the debates. I cannot wait for the next debate. Trump is gonna kick Biden's ass. But first, we gotta get through the VP debate, which is tonight, and I don't know, man. I think it's gonna be kind of boring. I'm gonna watch it anyway. I'll be snarky tweeting. You guys can join me on Twitter at Dr. Carlin B. I think my information's down there somewhere, so I'll be snarky tweeting the debate, trying to make it fun. Hopefully, it doesn't suck too bad. But I just wanted to play in this reality for a second in which Trump's blood is used to save the world, and the leftists everywhere go boom. Wouldn't it be glorious? Wouldn't it be glorious? Alright guys, that's all I got for this video. If you enjoyed it, I hope you'll consider subscribing to my channel. I have a goal of hitting 100,000 subscribers by Election Day. I have less than a month left to get there, but good news is that I'm almost there. I'm so close, guys. I'm so close, but I need your help. If you like this video, if you enjoy what I'm doing, I hope you'll consider hitting that little red subscribe button, turning on notifications, leaving a comment, and letting me know how you think I'm doing or what you would think if Trump saved the world with his blood like a superhero. And yeah, that's all I've got for right now. I'll see you soon.